Do you know that when I wanted to learn this particular language, I did not spend even a single penny in order to learn English? Yes, I did not spend even a single penny. I just used my YouTube and some of the sources that are available with me in order to learn this language. So, what I want to tell you is that all I learned it by myself. I did not have any tutor, I did not join any online class, or I did not join any online courses which are of huge investment. I did not do all those. In this video, I am going to tell you how I actually did it, how I actually overcame all the struggles, and how I am able to speak English like this right now. The first thing I did was that I made use of all the resources that are available with me in hand. Yes, like cell phone and some of the English books that I had, I used them only. As I am not a native of English, I don't have so many books. So what I did is that whenever I want to know, to search about something in the Google, I did it in English only. I did not bother whether I was typing correctly or not. I did not think of it. I just started writing things. I just started practicing English in my daily life. So by doing this, day by day, I became familiar with this English language. I changed all my phone settings, and whatever I watched in English. Instagram, such reels, everything I saw in English. And whatever apps I use, I make the best use of them in order to make English a part of my life. So try this one. First of all, whatever that you have in your hands, around your surroundings, make use of that. Okay? Instead of spending your money unnecessarily, try to use the things that you have. Okay? It may be a mobile phone, it may be anything. The second thing I did was that I practiced imitation technique, which is a very good technique. Yes, I practiced imitation technique. If I saw any video, I used to listen to it very clearly, I used to pause it, and I used to repeat it. I used to repeat it until I could speak that particular sentence or particular phrase in a very common way. Until I come to know the usage of that particular phrase, I used to do that repetition process. If you don't repeat what you listen or what you read or what you hear, then you will easily forget it. Imitation technique helps you a lot to remember things for a longer period of time. So try to practice imitation technique. It helped me a lot. Okay? Try to become that speaker. Okay? Whatever video you may watch. For example, if you are watching this particular video, try to speak. Try to speak. Whatever I say, try to speak like me. Okay? While doing imitation technique, try to focus on the pronunciation of the words and the pace of the words and intonation of the words, so that it will be easy to you to get tuned to that particular speaker. Not only me, if you are able to understand kids stories, it is really fun. I started with animated English stories only. I started imitation technique using those moral stories in English. It is really beneficial because the story goes in a normal pace and you will be able to understand it very easily. So in the first step, what you need to do is that if the sentence contains 10 to 12 words, listen 5 to 6 words, stop it, repeat it in the first step. In the second step, listen to the whole sentence and try to repeat it. Okay? And in the third step, listen to a particular paragraph. Okay? Or 3 to 4 sentences and try to repeat it. In this way, if you do the imitation technique, you will come to know the correct pronunciation of the words, and not only that, you will be able to remember that particular word because you are speaking it out with your own mouth, right? You are going to make the jaw movements correctly. So in this way, you would master pronunciation and you would listen to that particular word more often, so that you will not be able to forget it very easily. So try imitation technique. The next thing I did was that I did not pressurize myself to learn this particular language, but I made it fun. This is really important. Each and everyone who wants to learn any particular language, try to make it as a fun process. Okay, don't be depressed while learning this particular language. Any language, it may be any language. Don't be depressed, don't stress out yourself, don't burn out. Okay, try to create fun ways to learn English. It will be very easy to you, and that is what I did. At my initial stages, I did not know how to practice English, so I have wasted so many months. But now in this channel there are so many videos in which you can see what are the techniques that worked out for me and what I have done, how did I master English. So you can check out those and make a list of them and practice each technique for 1 to 2 days and find the fun ways that you find interesting. Okay, some techniques may help you very easily to speak English, so pick up those techniques and try it for yourself. Don't stick on to only one technique because you will get bored. Okay, so try 2 to 3 techniques. On Monday, if you try speaking in front of the mirror, on Tuesday try shadowing technique, on Wednesday try picture description technique. Okay, on 4th day try role play technique. There are n number of techniques. On 5th day you can use website, artificial intelligence to speak English, to make conversations. There are so many techniques. Okay, first of all, get to know what are the different types of techniques. I have a playlist, I would put it in the end screens. Please check out that and pick up 3 to 4 techniques and practice. In this way you will not get bored during this journey and it will be very easy to you. Okay, if you are not feeling bored, it means that you are enjoying this journey, right? So try to watch those videos and pick up some of the techniques that suits best to you. Okay, be mindful while choosing the techniques. Okay, the next thing I did was that I used almost all the apps and websites that are available. As I told you, at the initial stages I did not know which technique to use or how to practice English. So what I did was that, as I said you earlier, I listed out the techniques and I tried each technique at least for a couple of months so that I could get a clear-cut idea on which technique I need to use. Because if I am clear about which technique is helpful to me, then it will be easy to me to practice this technique, to practice that particular technique, right? So what I did was that I used ChatGPT, I used website Speak and Improve, right? I used Google Translation, I used normal translation method, I used shadowing technique, I used mirror technique, I used Pomodoro technique, and I used CV application, Ace Fluency. I used so many applications. So finally, which suited me, I was confined only to those apps and websites. In one of my videos, I have told you 10 useful best apps that would be useful to you to speak English fluently. Okay, I would provide the link in the end screens. If you are interested, please go there and check it out. It is really important to know that which method suits you, because I have wasted a lot of time thinking which method suits me. It should not be the case with you. So try to pick up some apps, pick up some particular websites and pick up some particular methods that suits you learn English language. The next thing I did was I learned some vocabulary and sentences that were useful to me, that are related to my occupation, related to my work, related to my field. Okay, for example, if you are a manager, then try to master the vocabulary that you need to learn in business. Okay, that would be some phrases or idioms or expressions that would be useful to you while giving a presentation. Okay, don't skip it. Learn the language in such a way that would be useful to you to develop yourself in an overall view. Okay, not particularly in English, but also it must help you to develop yourself in all aspects of your life. Okay, in which field you are in expertise, try to master all the vocabulary and phrases. If you do this, it means that half of your English learning journey has completed. Yes, try to learn all the phrases and read whatever you are reading in English, okay? Whatever you are listening, whatever you are watching on YouTube in English, okay? If you like gardening, then try to find out the tips regarding gardening and find out the techniques regarding gardening, and try to read magazines, try to read blogs regarding gardening in English, okay? So in this way you are going to attain the knowledge that you want regarding gardening, and at the same time you are improving your English also. So in this way you are going to hit two birds with a single stick at a time. And the last and final thing I did in order to improve my English all alone is that I came out of my comfort zone. This is really important. If you want to achieve anything in your life, first of all try to remove that spotlight effect and come out of your comfort zone. Realize that no one is going to care about you. Yes, I make a lot of videos. Does anyone care? No, only some people who want, they truly care, right? In the same way, when you are in the struggling phase or when you are in any phase in learning journey, nobody cares. Maybe at the initial stages, some people may feel jealous about you, some people mock you, some people judge you, but how many days will they continue it, right? So don't take it anything seriously and try to come out of your comfort zone and speak English fluently. This will really help you to speak English fluently. The more uncomfortable situations you face, the more comfortable you will become to speak English. Yes, I have faced so many situations to speak English, but I never stopped creating opportunities to speak English. That is what you also need to do. Only then you will find it easy to speak English. Okay, so these are some of the things I did in order to speak English and in order to learn English by myself. Okay, not only the techniques and methods helped me, but me overall, my personality helped me to learn English. Yes, if you are trying all the techniques and trying all the methods and doing all the things, but you are not willing to speak out, you are not willing to go out to a person and speak, you are not willing to give a presentation when you are in a particular situation, then what is the use even if you learn language that you are interested to learn, right? So while improving your English, you need to keep in mind that you need to improve your confidence levels also. Okay, the more confident you are, the more fluently you will be able to speak English. Yes, okay, so this is how I actually gone through this 1 year regarding learning English and working upon my English speaking skills. So if you also want to learn English fluently all alone, try to develop your overall personality than developing your English all alone. Okay, so that is all for this video. I'll see you soon in the next video.